Hello, y'all on YouTube. This is Rob with Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today we have a very special review impressions of a really cool knife I've had in my collection for a while. I've very much enjoyed. This is the We Equivik. We Knives Equivik. All right, so the knife name is the Equivik. Pretty cool design here. The manufacturer is We Knives, which is We Knives Equivik, all the same manufacturer. And then the designer is We Knives. It's an in-house design. So let's talk about this knife a little bit. First of all, this knife did win Blade Show West, I think, production knife. Let me see if I can see it. I have it over here. Best factory import, and then factory best in show. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. There's a lot of positive things about this knife that I really like, and let's get into this. All right, so the materials on this, the blade, the handle, the scales are titanium with an inlaid aluminum carbon fiber, which I think is really cool. It's on both sides right there, and T8's hardware all the way around. T8's all the way around here as well. It is an inset liner lock, sort of. I mean, it's not fully inset, but most of it is, so you can see that. So you kind of get that sort of bolstered. Sorry, not inset liner lock. What the heck am I talking about? Golly, strike that. Go back, review. It is a frame lock, a bolstered frame lock. So it's sort of bolstered, but not all the way because the frame's still there. But where you put your hand, it's relatively bolstered. So it really does give you great action, left and right-handed. It is a flipper. It has a fuller for beautiful open deployment. You can even do the middle finger reverse flick because of the beautiful, almost full flat grind that comes up there. It's not full, but it's pretty close. Comes to a nice thin edge, which is crazy sharp. It is beautifully chamfered all the way around. There's no sharp points anywhere. Matter of fact, on the outside, it's beautifully rounded. I do really enjoy that. The clip is nice and rounded. It's easy ramp to go in and out of the pocket. It's not got one of these 90-degree curve right there, which I think is cool. This clip, this right here is, I believe that's a fire anodized. I don't think it's time Damascus. Is it time Damascus? Don't think that's time. Is that time Damascus? I don't think that's time Damascus. Is it? I can't tell. It looks like it is fire anodized. Yeah, it looks fire anodized. I don't think it's time Damascus. Let me get my scope out here real quick. My little jeweler scope. I'm gonna look off camera real quick. Let's see. Yeah, that's fire anodized. Okay, so sorry about that. I just wanted to confirm it is fire anodized, so very cool. I did put skiffs in this, which made this even more beautifully buttery smooth. The flipper has jimping all the way around, and I got to tell you, I love that. I love to see when manufacturers do that, because when you're trying to get up here, and if you're doing a sort of angled reverse flip, it's great. Let's say your finger's on there, I can still break that detent with that jimping because my finger's not going to slide off and not be able to break that. I love that. I love that. Even here, where they have the cutout on the lock bar, nice and smooth, but it's chamfered all the way around, but really rounded in most places, which I love that. That's really, really nice. This fuller right here is got enough sharp of an edge that you can easily get your finger in there, reverse flick. It has enough edge there so that even big meaty fingers, whatever, can get in there to reverse flick, which is really cool. I did tune this just a little bit because I like the fuller to have that beautiful, I don't like it to be impossible to get to. Sorry. Why am I having trouble all of a sudden? There we go. I don't know why I'm doing this. So anyways, I do like that. I like that a lot. It is captive pivot, you can see, of course. That's nice. Minimal hardware, just 2 screws on here. That aluminum carbon fiber, I think is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like the minimal hardware on here. It just says we. No billboarding on the blade itself. I do think it says somewhere 20 CV. Yeah, CPM 20 CV right there. Can we get that? Can you guys see that? CPM 20 CV is right there. So cool. Action's beautiful. I prefer this over the blacked out because I know I'm getting 5961, I think, on the 20 CV, which I think is great. One thing that's really cool on this, you can have a beautiful big finger choil. So you can really choke up here nicely. There's jimping up here that works well. You could do a pinch grip, come up here. It's a nice drop point. I think it's nice. The flat grind, beautiful edge, works really well. Action is beautiful, especially once I put skiffs in there. Works really great left-handed. Oops, if you don't hit the table. Works really great left-handed, and works really great right-handed, and works really great as a flipper. So I like all those features of the blade. Those are really, really cool. Nice blade steel, nice scales, nice milling out. You can see, there's no milling because the inlay of the aluminum carbon fiber is the milling. That's what did the weight relief. So probably going to be a little heavier than normal, right? So let's go ahead and do some measurements on this guy. Let's see how much they weigh. I'm guessing 4 ounces, maybe? 3.9 ounces. 3.9 ounces, off just by an ounce. So that's not bad, right? All right, so 3.9 ounces overall. Let's see what that's 3.9 ounces for how big of a blade. So we're looking at a knife that is, if I can get it just right. Come on. My OCD there. All right, so we can get it right up here. So we're looking at just exactly 8 inches of a knife. If you're looking from the inside handle, you got just about 3 and I want to say 3 3/4. But if you do the finger troll, which is absolutely wonderful, well, 4 7/8. So you got a lot of room. I've got large hands with big meaty fingers and choking up here. You've got a lot of room. So extra large, double extra large hands. I think it would work well for everybody like that. So let's look at the blade stock thickness here. All right, so we're looking at blade stock. I think it's going to be pretty thin. So let's take a look. 101 to 102 thousandths of an inch. So it's 0.1 inch, 1/10 of an inch. That's not bad. Just double check down here. Gets a little thinner on the outside. Let's see here. Yeah, it gets a little thinner on the outside. So it can be at 1/10 to under 1/10 of an inch. Very thin, beautiful, slicey, thin blade. All right, so let's talk about this. This is a limited edition, right? I did get a hold of this one when I did. You can. This particular one was about $250. So we're looking at a knife that's within the regular realm. It's close to the top end of $300, but it's definitely going to be, I would say, a regular knife category, but a high-end regular knife category. I definitely think it's got a lot of material. There's a lot here for the cost. It's a big bang for your buck. So I'm very positive about that. Purpose of this one is EDC hard use collection piece. You absolutely can make it a collection piece. You can actually EDC this all day long. You could actually hard use this with the frame lock. I think that's very reasonable to be able to do. Just keep in mind, it's a thinner blade, so don't try to wedge, pry anything with the blade. You'll probably break it, snap it, bend it, whatever. It will be a beautiful slicer. It is 20 CV, but it is, we heat treat it. So it's not probably not going to be 61 all the time. You might have one that's less than that, right? But this one, I think, has worked well. Every time I strop it, it's not been super easy to strop, and it does retain its edge long, and it doesn't lose the edge right away when I cut. So I like all those things. I feel good about that, right? All right, overall design, handles, open and close, texture, jimping lanyard. All right, so I love the fact that it's got sort of a lanyard kind of pin thing there if you wanted to, 2-3 standoffs. I don't know, that's more of a lanyard pin sort of thing. I love that. There's no lanyard loop that takes priority. It does get relatively deep carry. It's not super completely hidden deep carry, but relatively deep. I do like that. I like the little 3 holes on there as well. Noticing there's 3 holes here, so it's kind of like an aesthetic, a little aesthetic there going in. I like that. I like that a lot. I think that's pretty cool. I like the fire anodized pivot collar. It's very minimal. It's not over the top and distracting to me. That's kind of just about the nice as much as I'd want to see. So I like that. I love the design of the clip. It is rounded. It does go in and out of the pocket nicely. I've carried this quite a bit, so I've enjoyed that. I love the texture on here. That's kind of nice. It's different. I like the lines, the flow of the lines. I think that adds a little bit to it. And then even the chamfering here has kind of a flow to it, kind of a flow going in and out. And I think that's kind of nice. I love with the inlays, and it's creating a flow of the titanium, even though there's really not, it's just the inlays looking at making the titanium flow. So I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Overall feel, deploying it, opening it is really, really nice. It's really easy to do. Let's see here. Yeah, of course. Why am I having trouble all of a sudden? I promise you, it's easy to do. I don't know why I'm suddenly having trouble. Now, I've done quite a few reviews in a row here, so I might be getting, my hands might be getting a little tired. I will tell you, I think I've done 6 or 7 knife reviews in a row here, so quite a bit going on. But, I'm trying to knock them out, trying to catch up. So I like this knife. I think there's a lot of positives about this knife. I think definitely going to be an interesting knife. All right, fidget factor. All right, so you've got the flipper. Flipper works, I don't know. I mean, it's just phenomenal. It's high leverage above, gives you a nice presentation. It's solid deployment. I like that. I love the fuller in here. Works really well, both left and right-handed. I promise you it does. There you go. My fingers weren't so doggone tired right now. I don't know why I'm tired. It's probably all the reviews, like I said. Works well left-handed. You can even get down here and work really nicely, so I don't feel like I have to grip up all the time. I can come down here as long as I've got a good grip on the handle, and it works well. The flipper works well back here, so I like that. So that's basically two main deployments. You do have a little bonus flick right there, and that bonus flick does work well left-handed, so it's going to give you some extra. So normally where I'd give you a 5, because of the bonus flick, and the flipper's done so well, I'm going to give it a 6.5. We'll round it up to 7. 6.5 on this knife. I think that's outstanding. So we're 6.5. Outstanding, maybe 7. So let's kind of go with that. All right, fidgety goodness. This works really well. If I'm not tired, this works really well. I promise you, when I carry this knife regularly, I know how to flip it. What the heck's going on right now? Why am I like an idiot? I think it's because I've done so many reviews and it's late. Sorry, guys. But I know this is so fidgety fun to carry. I really do enjoy it. I put it in my pocket just because it's so much fun. This definitely took the place of my, what was that? One of the first Wiis. It was super cheap, and then they discontinued it. And I actually won it from Wii. I don't know why I can't think of it, but this kind of took that position, and it's a little more premium, so I like it. So there you go. Great knife as far as that is concerned. I do enjoy that part. So fidgety goodness on this one. I'm going to give it a 95. It's a solid 8. It's not 100. It's only because sometimes on the left I seem to struggle a little bit today. And quite honestly, if I just carry this a bit, I'll probably get completely over that and it'll be perfectly fine. But I'll give it a 95, maybe a 97. I'll give it a 97. It'll be an A+. It's not 100. It's not a perfect score, but it's sure is darn close, right? Everything that I want it to do, it does it well. You know, it's fun. It's fidgety. It's a beautiful slicer. It's sharp. Action is beautiful, dropping. I love the Skiff washers on here. Really, really nice. Just action is buttery smooth. So yeah, definitely going to give it a 95, an A, solid A. Is it recommended? Absolutely, just recommended. I keep this in my collection. I haven't gotten rid of it. If I have a knife in my collection that I don't recommend, then shame on me, right? Shame on me. But every knife that's in my collection, I gotta think I must recommend it because I like it. I like it enough to keep it and use it. So for me, this is absolutely true. It's a really good knife. If the aesthetics don't speak to you, I get it. But if the aesthetics speak to you, I think you're gonna really dig this knife. So just keep that in mind, and I think that's worth considering. So there you go. That's the Euquivik. Definitely gonna recommend it. I think it's a cool knife. Hey, if you found this content fun, interesting, or worthwhile, would you consider hitting the like button down below? If you've already hit that like button, would you consider hitting the subscribe button? Subscribing and liking the channel really helps out the videos, helps out the channel. Sorry, liking and subscribing to the videos really helps out the channel, helps the channel grow, produce more content, do more things, ultimately do more things for you guys. So thank you to everyone who watches the videos, who likes the videos, who enjoys the videos, who enjoys the live streams, everything. I appreciate you out there. And if you haven't already, hit that notification button down there as well so you can be notified of future content like this video. And a big shout out, thank you to all my channel members out there. I appreciate you. You guys allow me to do things more quickly, sooner than I ever thought I ever could. So thank you, thank you, thank you. It's a small way for me to say thank you to all the channel members. I do a once a month premium members giveaway. It's kind of like a really nice knife. It's not a budget knife. It's my small way to say thank you to all you guys out there. So if you've been on the fence, you thought, hey, I'd like to become a channel member, you know, and that sounds interesting, I would love to have you. I'd be honored. There's a link down in the description for 3 different tiers. Would love any sort of level, but please don't feel obligated. On that same note, if you've been a member for brand new member, you just became a member, email me with your name and address. I'd love to mail you a channel sticker. And if you've been a member for a while and you're still a member right now and you haven't asked me for a channel member sticker and you want to, email me and I'd love to send you a channel member sticker as well. And if you were a member and then lost it and then became a member again, and you're currently a member and you want to get that sticker that you never got because you never asked for it, never got it before, email me as well with your name and address. I'd love to mail you that sticker as well. It's my small way to say thank you, show my appreciation to you guys. At least just want you to know that. So thank you to all you guys out there. If you haven't already, check out check me out on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Again, that's on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Thanks so much for watching today. Have a great day and a great week.